And then now the stuff we're doing is more, straight up rock and roll, kind of like in the vein of Rival Sons and that sort of thing. But I think the one thing that's kind of consistent is we try to keep the music kind of to our roots, which is, there's a lot of blues influence, there's a lot of classic rock influence. And the blues will always be part of what I do, but I want the music to feel real and relatable. So, aside from, the guitar and the drums, I want people to be able to feel, welcomed and feel like they might have something in common. And I think by discussing our flaws, I think that makes people feel like they can trust you.
Yep.
And a big thing for me is learning how to live with, my demons and understand that I will probably always suffer from depression, but that's okay. And as long as I'm coping with it the right way and, not letting it run my life. And I think, if people listen to the music and understand where I'm coming from, I think there's comfort in knowing you're not alone. And I guess that's kind of what I'm hoping to do with most of this music is to, especially with the newer stuff. The older stuff, like I said, was a little different thematically, but the newer stuff is a little more along the lines of, embracing your dreamer side and understanding that it's okay to be flawed and be human. One of my favorite sayings that Deej used to say all the time is you can't blame people for people in people will always be people in.
Yeah.
And I think I took that to mean, don't get mad at people for being what they are naturally. Embrace who you are and understand that it's okay to be, less than perfect. Like being perfect is boring anyway.